Something about that moment felt different the second it happened. You could almost hear the collective intake of breath from living rooms across the country. 1 minute Ben Shephard and Cat Deeley were doing what they do best, bringing that easy, playful energy to the This Morning sofa. And the next, a risky dance lift inspired by a viral Dancing with the Stars moment went spectacularly wrong. Ben attempting to lift Cat by the ankle, her dramatic fall, and his immediate, genuine flash of concern. Do you need medical assistance? It lasted mere seconds, but it lingered. For anyone who's followed Ben and Cat since they stepped into those big presenting shoes earlier this year, replacing a presenting partnership that had defined the show for so long, this wasn't just a funny slip. It felt like a tiny window into the real, unscripted chemistry they've been building in front of us every weekday. There's something deeply human about watching two professionals who've spent decades in this industry still willing to look a bit silly for our entertainment, and then to see the vulnerability when it doesn't quite go to plan. You could see it in Ben's face the instant things went south. That quick shift from playful confidence to wide-eyed worry. It wasn't staged drama, it was the instinctive reaction of someone who genuinely cares about his co-host. And Cat? She took the fall with the kind of grace and humor that has made her such a beloved presence on British television for years. No diva moments, just laughter bubbling up even as she hit the floor. Many viewers noticed how quickly the pair recovered, turning what could have been an awkward mishap into one of those authentic television moments that remind us why we tune in. What made it resonate so much, I think, is how it captured the evolving dynamic between these two. Ben, coming over from Good Morning Britain with that steady, warm reliability viewers had grown to love over a decade, and Cat, bringing her sparkling transatlantic energy after years conquering American television. They didn't have years of on-screen history when they started. They met the day before their first show. Yet here they were, throwing themselves into a complicated ankle hold lift that had taken TikTok by storm, practicing beforehand, by all accounts, and still ending up in a heap of giggles and concern. The behind-the-scenes footage they shared afterwards only deepened the warmth. Watching Ben struggle to lift Cat during rehearsal, her dissolving into laughter, it painted a picture of two colleagues who clearly enjoy each other's company. There's a trust there, even when it's tested live on air. In an era where television can sometimes feel polished to within an inch of its life, these glimpses of imperfection feel like a breath of fresh air. Some people watching felt it highlighted just how much risk these presenters take to keep the show feeling alive and spontaneous. It's worth reflecting on why moments like this seem to stick with us. Television, especially daytime television, has this quiet power to become part of our daily lives. We invite these presenters into our homes while we're having breakfast, getting ready for the day, or taking a midday break. When something unpredictable happens, it mirrors the unpredictability of real life. We don't always get the perfect lift, the flawless execution. Sometimes we drop each other, literally, and what matters is how we pick ourselves up, check that everyone's okay, and carry on with a smile. Ben's immediate concern, "Do you need medical assistance?" carried that protective tone many viewers picked up on. It almost seemed as though, in that split second, the professional boundaries blurred into something more sibling-like, or the easy camaraderie of longtime friends who've learned to read each other. Kat's response, rolling with it and laughing, spoke volumes about her resilience and quick wit. Viewers online interpreted the exchange as proof that the new This Morning pairing has found its feet, not through manufactured drama, but through genuine moments of shared humanity. There's also something touching about how this fits into the broader story of the show's evolution. After the turbulence of recent years, Ben and Kat came in with a promise of stability and joy. They've had emotional highs, Ben presenting Kat with that personalized poem that moved her to tears, and now these lighter, playful lows that show they're not afraid to be vulnerable. The audience psychology here is fascinating. We root for them because we see ourselves in these moments. Who hasn't tried something ambitious with a friend or partner, only for it to end in laughter and a minor bruise to the ego? The studio atmosphere must have shifted in that instant, from high-energy fun to a heartbeat of worry, then straight back to warmth. You can imagine the production team holding their breath too, but the presenter's ability to lean into the humor diffused everything beautifully. It's a masterclass in live television, embracing the chaos rather than fighting it. And in doing so, they created a segment that felt more real than many carefully rehearsed interviews. Many audiences began wondering whether these kinds of light-hearted challenges are exactly what the show needed. Opportunities for Ben and Kat to showcase not just their presenting skills, but their willingness to connect on a more personal level. While nothing has been confirmed about future dance attempts, the delight and slight trepidation in their eyes suggested they might just be up for more. There's a possibility that this willingness to look foolish is part of what's helping them win over viewers who were initially uncertain about the new era. Thinking about the wider television culture, moments like this remind us why British daytime TV holds such a special place. It's not about perfection, it's about presence. About two people showing up, day after day, and letting us see the full range of human experience: excitement, risk, failure, recovery, and laughter. In a world that often demands flawless performance, Ben and Kat's willingness to try the viral lift, fail spectacularly, and turn it into connection feels quietly revolutionary. It almost seemed as though the fall itself became secondary to what followed: the concern, the shared laughter, the easy way they moved past it. That's the kind of television that stays with you. Not because it was dramatic in a sensational way, but because it was honest. Some viewers felt a pang of protectiveness towards Kat, others admired Ben's quick instincts. Across social media, the conversation bubbled with affection for both of them, proof that this partnership is landing in people's hearts. As the clip circulated, it sparked broader conversations about presenter chemistry and what we really value in our morning and daytime companions. Is it slick delivery? Or is it the ability to navigate the unexpected with grace and humor? Ben and Kat seem to be proving the latter. Their journey from relative strangers to this comfortable, trusting on-screen relationship has been a joy to watch unfold in real time. And perhaps that's the deeper magic. In attempting something fun and risky, they inadvertently showed us the strength of their bond. The way Ben checked on Kat wasn't just good television, it was the kind of instinctive care that can't be faked. Kat's ability to laugh it off reflected years of experience handling live chaos, from her early days in British entertainment to her Emmy-nominated work in the States. What stayed with so many of us wasn't the drop itself, but everything that existed in the space around it. The trust, the quick recovery, the reminder that even seasoned professionals are human. These moments humanize the faces we see on screen. They make the studio feel less like a set and more like a shared living room where anything can happen. In the end, Ben Shephard and Kat Deeley turned a risky dance move gone wrong into yet another reason why audiences keep coming back. They showed us that it's okay to try, to fail, to care, and to laugh about it together. And in a television landscape that can sometimes feel distant, that kind of authenticity feels like coming home.